Alright everybody, welcome back to another unboxing and review for my Star Trek Starship collection from Eaglemoss. This week's episode is on the Nebula class. This particular one is the USS Honshu, NCC 60205. Alright, let's take a look at this ship. Alright, so, as always, the base is made out of metal. Looks like there's a little scratch going along here. Not the end of the world, as long as the ship's fine, I don't really care. It's got a hole in the back for the stand. So far our record is pretty bad. The ships that usually have the hole back there tend to be not very stable. Hopefully this will be a different story. And on the back, simply states that this is a Nebula class. Alright, let's stick the stand on there and see how wobbly it is. It just fell out. Okay, so it's not super wobbly, as you can see. Not as wobbly as some of the ones in the past, but it's also not really in there that well. It's pretty loose. So I'm hoping that when the ship is I'm hoping when the ship is in place, it kind of keeps it in place. But yeah, let's look at the ship. There we go. The Nebula class. And as always, very nice detailing. And I love the Aztecing on this one because it's so subtle. You can only really see it when the light shines on it, as you can see there. Like all along here. That Aztecing is beautiful. Really adds a nice look to this ship. And let's move along to the back. I believe this one is the sensor pod. Could be wrong. There's a few different configurations, a few different pods available for the Nebula class. This is the one we see more often, though. Nice little side view of the ship. The registry there. A nice back view. Oh, I'm already seeing a problem with this ship. That's not moving. So, there's an annoyance right there. The sensor pod is on crooked. That is annoying. I wish I'd seen this sooner. It's probably way past the time for me to complain and get another one for free. Damn. See what it looks like on the other side. Oh yeah. That is definitely crooked. Come on, Eaglemoss. I don't want to push too hard in case it breaks. Yeah, it's not like it's bent out of place. It was just glued that way. Oh, that's a damn shame. Alright, well, here's the defective Nebula that I got. Alright, let's move on. So there's the bottom view now. And once again, the Aztecing on this ship is fantastic. Even though it's the same saucer as the Galaxy, I think the Aztecing on here it might possibly be better. I'll have to confirm by comparing, but yeah, the Aztecing on here is great. It's such a shame that they screwed up the goddamn sensor pod. Very nice detail on the bottom. The secondary hull, the nacelles that are clearly Galaxy class themselves. This is all clearly from the Galaxy class. But it looks fantastic. Very beautiful ship. Alright. Shot from the front with its crooked sensor pod. On the side where you don't really notice it. From the back where you do notice it. And from the bottom, that looks fantastic, and you could never tell that the pod was crooked from this angle. That's really nice. Alright, let's see how this sits on the stand. Okay. So, it's, as you can see, very, very wobbly on the stand. This is, yeah. I mean, it looks great on the stand. But it's very, very wobbly. I do not feel comfortable with this at all. Alright, let's take a better look. Alright, so there it is on its stand, revolving. I mean, it looks good on its stand, but at the same time, it's that sensor pod. Now that I know it, now that I've seen it, I can't stop seeing it. Anyways, let's check out the magazine. Okay, so here's the magazine for issue 23, the Nebula class, aka Galaxy class Kit Bash. Let's check it out. I mean, Kit Bash or not, Nebula classes always look pretty badass to me. I really actually like this ship very much. Some shots of it in action throughout the years. Oh, here's a nice orthographic image of it. Let's zoom in. This particular one is the USS Honshu, NCC 60205. Pretty cool. Ah, yes, this scene right here. So sad. Nebula class departing Viridian 3 with the crew of the Enterprise D after it crash landed on it. Thanks, Soren. Oh, yeah, that's true. The Cardassians were introduced in an episode with the very first Nebula class. It was... Oh, what was the captain's name? I can't remember him. Oh, right here. Captain Maxwell. The Chief O'Brien's former commanding officer. That was a good episode, actually. Really good episode. And that's all she wrote. Looks like next week's episode is going to be on the Xindi Insectoid ship. That's going to be interesting to look at. Alright, so let's rate this ship. The Nebula is a great ship. I like it. It is a design I'm a big fan of. It's not in my top list in any way because there's so many other really good ships out there. I was very excited to get one for the first time. I was very excited to review it. I am very disappointed with what I got in some aspects. The displayability of this ship, I mean, although it looks good on its stand, it is so wobbly and I feel so unsafe having this anywhere on display. So honestly, I'm going to give the displayability of this a 3 out of 10. I can't give it any more than that. It only gets the 3 because it looks good. As for the quality, the overall appearance of the ship, that's another thing. Like, it was doing so good. Everything looked great. The decals are all in place properly. The way they did the Aztecing on this ship is just phenomenal. And then they go ahead and they freaking glue the sensor palette on an angle. So that's a big letdown. I'm a little upset about that. I'm going to give the displayability and overall appearance of this ship a 7 out of 10. Yeah, that's it. Alright everybody, thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't, you can give it a thumbs down. If you like this content and want to see more like it, please click on that subscribe button, and don't forget to click on the bell notification button so that you'll be notified when I upload new stuff. And also please feel free to check out my other content. Alright everybody, thanks so much for watching. See you next time.